Hey everybody, what's happening? Review Man here, and today I am here to talk about a movie that's the third, actually the fourth in this series, but it's a prequel. It's the fourth movie, but it's a prequel to the whole series. It's called The First Purge. The First Purge is about the government trying to create like this social experiment and trying to create a social experiment, and it takes place in Staten Island, which is like an island off the coast of right beside New York. And they want to, and the whole reason that they want to do this is they want to see what kind of reaction it'll have, because crime is at an all-time low, unemployment is at a high. There's things going on and things like that. This movie takes place in 2014, which is about the same time that let's see, it's 2018, which is about the same time that Obama became was president, because yeah, which is about the same time Obama became president, and the second was reelected for president. And and this movie is just about the government trying to. It all has to do with the government. Every one of these Purge movies has to do with the government, and they're calling this movie. They're calling the first Purge a social experiment. A social experiment? Yeah, people are going out. All crime is legal. They're trying to see their reaction, and they're trying to use this for later purges. And they're sending out. They're basically giving people about $5,000 and incentive to go out and purge. And this was about the time that the let's see, 2014, if I'm not mistaken. This was about the same time we had what was it? And we had like some kind of economic crash or something back in 2014. I think so. But anyway, on with the story. The government releases the first Purge, and there's a few key players in this movie. There's Demetrius, who is a like this big old tough burly looking dude. He's got his goons. The government plays a big part in this because, like I said, the government helped create the Purge, and the government help the Purge, but and so the movie goes, the Purge is coming into effect. And there's a cool thing in this movie. Everybody wears masks, and they point this out in the movie about everybody wearing masks. They said, we don't know whether it's for them to hide their identity, for them to, if they're ashamed about what they're doing. I mean, if all crime was legal, why would you be ashamed? I know you got your conscience and everything, but why would you be ashamed? I mean, I would purge. It's not just going out and killing people; it's going out and breaking the law, things like that. But I don't know how I feel about purging. So anyway, movie's going on. There's two other main players, Naya and Isaiah. Isaiah is Naya's brother, and he's his main target in the Purge is this dude named Skeletor. This dude is like really messed up, and this is how the movie opens. Skeletor's talking to the government worker, and the government worker's like, why do you want to purge? And then Skeletor's like giving all these facts about why he wants to purge. And so the movie's going on. The movie opens up. They open up with bribing. Everybody's being bribed that if they take place in the purge, they would get $5,000. $5,000 in life-changing money. And that's pretty much what the whole thing is about. The government giving people money to go out and break the law. And there's some pretty interesting ways that there's some pretty like there's this scene in the movie where where it's like the beginning of the Purge, and Isaiah is walking around He's just walking around and he sees these two ladies there. What's that song? I forgot the name of the song, but anyway, he's walking down this alley, and he sees like these barrels everywhere, and he sees that they're gasoline barrels, and the gasoline barrels have like these explosives with them, and then there's these two ladies sitting up on the on the fire escape up here, and then they're just laughing their butts off. He picks up one of the teddy bears. The teddy bears is a remote control explosive, and he looks at it. He throws it in. He starts running. They activate the bomb, and behind him you can see like the whole thing exploding, the whole area exploding, and the first purge of the night is brought to by Skeletor because he kills this guy that's is trying to rob this bank. Not rob the bank. He's trying to rob like an ATM, knock off an ATM. And what Skeletor does is he comes out right behind him and he stabs him in the back. And all over the news is like, this is the first purge. And what's pretty cool in this movie is they have like contact lenses that they put in their eye. The contact lenses that act as like this camera. So whenever somebody purges or something, they can be seen. So anyway, there's only like one purge, and this is like maybe about 30 to 45 minutes into the movie. There's only one purge, and so what the government or the new founding fathers, because that's what the name of the people that run the U.S. in this movie is called the new founding fathers. What they decided to do is they're like, let's take our matters into our own hands. And so what they do is they send out these different people from different different locations, and they cause these people. What the government does is it riles up everybody, because everybody's like partying. They're like, yeah, we're having a good time. We're not gonna purge. We're having a good time. But the government wants them to purge, and so everybody's like, yeah, we're having a good time. And then here comes these people and they're like on motorcycles. They're shooting everybody up, and they even shoot up the safe place in the church where Naya and a few other people are hiding at, because Naya goes out to find Isaiah, and they get back to the church. The church has already been shot up, and everybody in the church is pretty much gone for. And so they're like, okay, let's get back to the apartment. Let's get back to our apartments. And the apartments is like a ground zero for this movie. Or not ground zero, excuse me. It's like the key point of the movie, and it's like the center of Staten Island in this movie. And so what they do is they get back to the apartments. It's Naya, and two other people, and Naya's neighbor. And so while all this is going on, while they're trying to get back to the apartments, you got Demetrius going around saving, shooting up people and saving, trying to rebel against the government. And yeah. So anyway, as the movie goes on, as the movie's going on, everybody's purging, everybody's wearing masks because they don't want to. I don't know if they want their identity to be seen. I don't know if it's their conscience. I just don't know. This is even brought up in the movie. And so the movie's going on. Demetrius is going around saving all these people, and then at the close to the end, after he saves everybody, he sends Naya a text, because Naya, him and her had a little past, like a romantic past. And so what he does is he says, we gotta get to the apartments and we gotta save Naya. Oh, we gotta get to the apartments because the apartments is where they were going to finish off. And by the time they get to the apartments, By the time Nia and them gets to the apartments, there's like 2 hours left in the. There's 2 hours left in the purge, and they're like, okay, we made it 2 hours. We made it all but 2 hours, and then it's pretty much a lot can happen in 2 hours, and a lot does happen because what Demetrius does is he comes to rescue him. He takes out pretty much everybody that has to do with the government that is trying to kill Nia as part of the purge. And so this is one of my favorite scenes in the entire movie. What he does is he's going around. He's communicating with Nia, telling her like to hide. They're coming for you. Get out if you got time. If you don't, just hide. And what Nia does is she gets her Isaiah and the other people that are in the apartment. What they do is they start boarding up the doors and arming themselves. And the only thing that they have is a gun. Like one of those ancient, like one of those Civil War guns, type of hand cannon, small hand cannon. And she's like, okay, I got this. And she says, where'd you get that? That's a hand cannon, that's not a gun. And it's only had 5 shots in it, so they had to make them count. And so what Demetrius is doing the whole time, while the government is in the apartments, what he's doing is he's going floor by floor, and he's looking for them. And while the government is working their way up, Demetrius is like right there behind them. And so while this is going on, Naya's getting ready to defend herself against the people that are coming. And yeah, so he's taking all the government out like stealth, like a hitman, if you will. He's taking them out by stealth, and he's going through killing everybody, stabbing everybody, doing all that. And so, movies that has reached its conclusion to when he's killing all the government workers, and then the last thing you see is them, the government workers breaking into Naya's apartment and about to kill her. And so the scene that you see is one of the workers aiming a gun at Naya, and then automatically you see blood just splatters all over the wall, and that's Dimitri. They're working. This is the final battle of the first purge. What he's doing is he every once in a while he's getting out, shooting, get back, give out, shooting, get back, and he's shooting, and he gets shot, and he says, "Okay, this is what I need you to do. I need you to throw this, and then once it's thrown, I'll shoot it." What he's telling Naya to throw is like a small explosive. He shoots it, and before this, while he's trying to shoot it, here comes Skeletor. Skeletor is trying to track Isaiah so he can kill Isaiah, and he's like, "Skeletor's here!" He hops in, and the minute that Skeletor starts stabbing the government people, Demetrius he shoots the bomb, and the bomb just goes off, a big old cloud of fire, engulfing all the government workers, engulfing the head dude, and engulfing everybody. And Naya and Demetrius, they would be dead if it wasn't for this mattress that was protecting them. And so yeah, that's pretty much what happened during the first official purge or social experiment. And then in the end, everybody's like gets out of the apartment, they're going out to help everybody. And everybody's just like, "Are you all right?" Everybody's talking to everybody in the projects and this saying, "Are you all right?" Yeah, you all right? Checking on everybody. And so yeah, that was the first Purge. And then there's a mid-credits scene to where the president, he's like, okay, it was a success. Now next year we're gonna create a worldwide purge, Mr. Worldwide. We're gonna create a worldwide purge, and then that leads into the events of the purge. Now I have the purge, the first official purge. Not this one, but the next movie in the series. I had that one. If you want me to review it, give this a thumbs up. I am the review man. Thank you for watching. And if a purge ever happens, I don't know what I'd do. I probably do like one scene in this movie where people were hiding from the purge, but that didn't do too good. So anyway, I'll see y'all guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.